What's up, y'all? Back with it again with another episode of The Mirror Mind. On today's podcast, we'll be talking about situationships versus relationships. What is insecure versus what is boundaries? Should a relationship truly be 50-50? Music and its effects on culture, as well as my opinion on the afterlife. Okay, let's start this off. Situationships versus relationships. Let me just say this, and I know many people are going to agree and feel this. When situationships don't work out, to me, that shit hurt 10 times more than a fucking relationship. And here's why. In a relationship, you have clear-cut boundaries, so if one oversteps said boundaries, you understand, okay, they don't give a fuck about you. But in a situationship, you haven't truly set up any, concrete boundaries besides the fact that we talk to each other and we fuck. That's it. And the thing is, now that, there's that gray area, a lot of shit can happen in that gray. Like, for example, say you are with your partner or your situationship buddy, and during that entire situationship, you don't have sex with anyone else but that person. You don't. The person has, you guys haven't agreed upon that, but that's just what you've been doing. However, the other person in the situationship has been sleeping around and you find out about that. Now, truth be told, you're going to be really fucking mad. You're going to be sick. But at the same time, you can't really, it's not your right to get upset because you haven't you haven't put down that foundation of an actual relationship and then said, hey, I'm yours and you're mine. And so I just feel like one of the major differences between a situationship and a relationship is foundation. It's one of the major ones, and communication for sure. For a situationship to function, you have to have a lot of communication and you have to, but at that point you're in a relationship. So listen, either understand that y'all gonna be fucking and they might fuck someone else and be okay with that, or cuff them up and be in a relationship. But you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't, it don't work like that. I wish it did. I promise you I wish it did. It doesn't though. So if you are in a situationship right now, you're thinking about getting into a situationship, please be prepared to you're gonna get hurt. Okay, because maybe not early on, but at one point or another, lines are going to get crossed, and it's just going to be not a fun time for anyone involved. So I would definitely say, just accept what's going to happen. And in a relationship, make sure you lay down clear-cut rules and regulations so that no one gets hurt. Okay, next. Insecure versus boundaries. Okay, let me say this. If your partner, say you a dude, right? If you a dude and your partner, she's a woman, and anytime you go out in public and other girls are looking at you, or you're kind to the waitress or whatever, and she gets mad at you, she's insecure. What's not insecure is her telling you, well, okay, one, I don't want you fucking other bitches, right? Because y'all together. Two, you don't have to be too complimentary with how nice you are to people. Like, if you're a genuinely nice person, nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about, you don't have to put the 2 on the 10 when you don't have to be like, oh, you have really pretty eyes. You don't have to say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't ever compliment a waitress in front of your girlfriend. Don't do that. You gonna get your ass beat. I'm telling you, that shit is not a smart thing to do. For dudes, ladies, if he says you can't wear that in public, you'll look like a whore, bro, you might be insecure. However, if he says, hey, babe, this, the place we're going to, we actually have to dress a little bit classier than that. Nothing against it, baby. Like, I love the way you dress. I love the way you look, but it's a time and a place. That's all it is. It's a time and a place for every situation. And I'm pretty sure that's the major difference between being insecure and having boundaries. Being insecure is just being unhappy with that your partner gets to, live a free will type life and it isn't your slave. And boundaries is just hey, because it's like this. Don't do anything you wouldn't want me doing, because when I do it, I'm gonna be extra with it. So for the ladies out there, if you was dating me, right? If you out here talking to niggas in the DM, I'm gonna fuck a bitch. That's just me. Because I'm going to go to the next level of the disrespect, because you entertaining someone else is disrespectful. It's disrespectful, and to me, it's on par with the same level as me fucking another girl. To me. Not people gonna be like, what that? That's not even close to fucking saying. What the fuck? No, I don't care. I don't care. To me, disrespect is disrespect. It's disrespect. I don't play that shit. So, yeah. That's one of the major differences between being insecure and having boundaries. Okay. Should a relationship be 50-50? See, people say a relationship should be 100-100, and this is my problem with that. If you are putting 100% of your time into one person, and they're putting 100% of their time into you, neither one of y'all is developing as individual people and or furthering your goals and aspirations. Because it's like, if you spend 24 hours out of the day with your partner, and they spend 24 hours out of the day with you, neither one of y'all have learned anything. You haven't picked up any new skills. You haven't done anything to profit, gain money. You haven't done any of that shit. That's why I feel like relationships have to be 50-50. 50% of you should go into your partner. You should have communication. You should talk stuff out. Another 50% of you should go into things that you are passionate about. Your job, your dream, your work, whatever the fuck it is. Make sure you are still living your passions and your dreams while also being in a relationship, because if you don't, I'm telling you, will grow to despise your partner, and you will kind of blame them for your shortcomings in life. So I would definitely say relationships should definitely be 50-50, not 100-100. It should definitely be 50-50. But you gotta make sure that's a strong 50 though. You feel me? It can't be math. It can't be motherfucking 75-25. Can't do that. Because the 75 gonna be mad, and the 25 is getting more than they are willing to put in. So don't do that. 50-50 is definitely a safe bet for sure. Okay, music and its effects on culture. Okay, well, shit, I don't really know much about that. All I know is for me, I need music in my life. Music is it's like medicine for me. It's like therapy. That's why most of the rappers, if you know me, I listen to A Boogie, Polo G, rappers that tell a story, but also put emotion into the songs. I'll listen to Young Boy. I'll listen to some turn up type music for sure. And Young Boy has some emotional type songs as well. So I just feel like there's definitely a different song for a given situation, and I think that's the beautiful thing about music. Like the fact that I can feel like I'm in this person's shoes just from listening to a song is incredible to me. It truly is. Like I really tip my hat to all up and coming and just artists out there that really put in the time and work to be authentic with their sound. You can have motherfuckers that make music just for parties and shit like that, and that's gonna get you some traction as well. But like me, I'm not really a big party person, but I am a nigga that go through a lot of shit. And when my rapper, or musician or whoever can show me that they also going through shit, it definitely makes me more likely to support them. Juice WRLD is one of my favorite rappers of all time because him and I have both struggled with addiction, and he unfortunately lost his battle with addiction, and that was a wake up call for me. He's one of the reasons I haven't fucking overdosed, because he really made me have to stop and think hey, what the fuck are you doing? You're taking too much of this shit. It's not good for you. You're gonna hurt yourself. And so it's just the fact that a person I've never met before in my life can have such an impact on how I live my life day to day is truly beautiful. It's truly beautiful, and they're just gifted. They're just really to be a good rapper, to be a good singer, you have to be truly gifted and be able to touch the souls of people. I think that's why people like Young Boy have such I guess an aggressively supportive fan base, because he's putting his soul on a track. Good, bad, pretty and ugly. He's putting that all on a track, and I feel like when people do that, they're more likely to get support. I think that's why a lot of people, I guess, fuck with me, because when I tell y'all shit, I'm telling y'all traumas, I'm telling y'all real shit, and I feel like y'all feel, you found a place, or you feel like, hey, I someone understands me, because everyone wants to be fucking understood, y'all. I'm telling you, everybody wants to be understood. Everyone wants to feel like they belong and like they matter. And if doing these podcasts or making my TikToks or just going live on Instagram, if anything I do can make a person feel like they matter, then my job is fucking done. That's because not feeling like you don't matter is one of the toughest shits in the world, and it can really fuck you up. and you can start seeking attention in all the wrong areas. And I just hope anyone out there that's going through it and just feels like they don't matter, understand this. Like, if you honestly didn't matter, I'm going to be 110% with you. If you didn't matter, you would be dead right now. Cold hard truth. If you didn't matter, that last time that you attempted to take your life would have been successful. If you didn't matter. So you are obviously here for something greater. I'm not putting a religious, thing on that. If you are religious, then you can put a religious thing on that. But I'm just saying, you are here for a reason. You just have to find your reason. And I think that's what most people spend most of their lives doing. Just trying to find their reason. The reason of being. Why am I here? Why do I do this? So just find your reason. Even in that long fucking dark tunnel, understand that all it takes is a flame to spark that bitch up. I'm telling you. One of my homeboys told me, he said, all you gotta do is turn that corner. And once you turn that corner, you good. Just make it to that corner, y'all. Turn that corner. Okay. My opinions on the afterlife. I feel like whatever you believe in kind of happens. If you're a Christian and you believe in heaven and hell, then based off of how you lived your life, you go to either heaven or hell. If you are, Buddhist and you believe in, reincarnation, I think that's what Buddhist people believe in. My fault if I got it wrong, but if you believe in reincarnation and you pass away, then you'll reincarnate as someone better or something worse, depending on how you live your life. Me personally, I feel like our consciousness shifts from dimension to dimension. Like, I feel like there's a me in another dimension that hasn't, existed yet. And I feel like once this shell of what I am in this, in this universe, in this dimension passes on, the energy from that shell is going to shift into a different dimension. And just kind of like, and since there's like, there's a multiverse theory and it's like dimensions can be infinite, it just keeps shifting. Like, there could be a me in another dimension that is not, Jordan Muir. It's just, I'm talking about like, but from an energy standpoint, it's another host that's going to bear the energy that lives within me. So that's my take. That probably sound crazy to a lot of people. Yeah, I might be, but hey, we all need our ways of getting through life. I don't judge you. You don't judge me. It's just that. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast. My bad, it got really deep with that afterlife shit. But yeah, hope you have a good day. Peace.